notice that this doesn't go all the way in. Now, that's okay, because what you're going to find out is the bottom's going to kick over a little bit, because we've got these out so far. Now, can you back, if you were to try to back up, could you back up and get these to click into place before you hit the thing with this? Because you can see this is not going to go in there. So you have two options here. Actually, you have quite a few options. But if you lift it up right now on these, they'd be fine. The problem is they're not in the operating position. These need to be fully.
They need to be clicked in.
Clicked in order to be in the operating position. If you don't do that, what'll happen is, I mean, obviously this is sitting out a little farther, and if you do get this in, you have to, obviously you're going to have to lift this up, no matter what you do. Actually, you're going to have to lift this up in order to get these out. And you may end up having to lift them up to get this to sit in to here.
Okay.
And I think the optimal place for this right now has been determined to be where this A-frame here is vertical. So when you're picking it up, if these are all pretty much the same length, they're going to keep it fairly vertical, except you'll notice that there's a little bit of a not a trapezoid, but a different polygon shape than a square. And so this means that this is going to make this kind of kick out a little bit as it pulls down, and if you push it up, that'll pull that in. So it's going to make it a little bit wonkier than you would think it would be. So just kind of watch out for that.
Should we try backing and clicking these in? It looks like there's enough clearance there.
So here's a question for you. I mean, when you're thinking about safety and being ready to deal with things, if you push these back and knock this off, is this ready to handle that? Because if you knock it off, you've got these blocked in there, so it's likely to handle it some. But it's going to make it a little bit weird, because that's probably going to come off differently than this one will. And you would like to just kind of be very much in control of this before you lift it up.
I see.
And in order to do that, you're going to probably need to be either you could lift this up, take those out, and then try to get them to click in. But clicking them in is a real dance, because this, when you start moving back, is going to move back and forth.
Right.
So you might want to just go ahead and put this up first, then try to click it in.
Okay.
And just be very careful, because you can push it farther back than you want.
I see.
But it's going to go this way very easily. If this is, I mean, it could go this way very easily if you use this side thing to go up and down. So you want there to be very little torque or tension on this when you're pushing it back. Otherwise, it's not going to want to click very easily.
Okay.